And that's exactly what I meant when I said put enough that it looks like it's about to drip, but it's not. Hi guys, hi! Welcome back to my channel. How you doing? Happy new week, happy NYSC registration week, something like that, because I'm here for you guys today. Anybody that's registering for NYSC CAMP, stuff like that, you're about to start, like, I'm here for you. You're the ones that I came for today. I didn't come for my other guys, no, you're the ones I came for. But then also, please, if you have already gone through NYSC CAMP, please help me confirm, like, in the comment section, everything I'm about to drop. So today, in today's video, I really want to try and like get all the facts down, because I was writing down all the details that I want to talk about in this video, and it reached like 4 pages. And I want this video to be like 15 minutes, tops 20, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna work through it. So in today's video, in case you didn't catch the drift already, we're gonna be talking about, well, you saw the title, we're gonna be talking about things they don't tell you, details they don't tell you about NYSC CAMP, details that you find out when you're in camp and it's too late, like those kind of stuff. That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So yes, please, this cap is courtesy of my brother, my hoops are courtesy of Tumlaya Shabi. I look good though. I had to put on a cap today because like my edges are doing the most, and I'm not about to lay edges, like it's just not gonna happen. But then like I feel cute, I feel slightly gangster, I feel, oh my gosh, I found one of my gold bracelets. I feel very sexy, and I feel like I'm about to start sweating as well, but like it's giving me a glow that I like. So we're gonna keep it and hope I don't actually start sweating a lot. Anyway, so let's get into this video. So I'm going to arrange it in regards like every step of the way that you go through NYSC CAMP, like before you know your full NYSC service starts. Okay, so I'm going to start with registration. I'm going to start with camp preparation, arriving in camp, and leaving camp. Okay, so those are the 4 categories. I don't know if I'm going to type all this on the screen because it seems like a lot of work. And today is Monday, the day the registration starts. I know I should have filmed this since, but then procrastination at its best. Anyways, so I don't think I'm going to type it on the screen, so you just need to like take steps and catch the information as it comes, because I promise you this is tea. I shared some of it with one of my friends that went to camp already, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so true, like they don't tell you all this stuff and it's so annoying. So yes, that's what happens. Okay, so let's start with the registration process. First thing to know is that when you're registering for anything in regards, because you know, for work you have to buy the form, for school you have to buy form, jam you have to buy form. It's the same way with NYSC. When you are registering, you go to a cyber cafe. You start online, right? But then like to finish it, you need to actually go to like a cyber cafe that does all this kind of stuff. And when I was doing mine, I think I paid 2,000. That was like, I think NYSC took 1,500, then the cyber cafe took 500 from me. I don't know, like I was talking to different people and it was different for some people. Some people paid 1,000 for this thing and 500. I really don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do know that I spent 2,000. I spent 2,000. However that calculation is broken down, I just spent 2,000. That's as far as I know. So there was that. Then there's the fact that, you know, if you know anybody that has gone for NYSC before, like past 3-4 years, they would ask you, like when you're filling the stuff, they would ask you, oh, what states would you like? And you know, if you go early, you get to pick states like Lagos states. You get to pick states like Lagos, Abuja, places like that. That's not what's happening now. They basically, once you scroll down, they basically ask you, okay, how many states have you visited? And you pick what states you visited. What languages do you speak? You know, there's a list and you pick the ones you speak. And then once you're done with the application, they don't tell you where you're going till you see your call-up letter. Now, for my people that want to run their stuff, after you're done with your registration, like that night or like the next day, they're supposed to send you like a number. They're supposed to send you like your NYSC number, like it's your call-up number, right? They're supposed to send it to you. So like the next day or like a couple of, like the next day actually, or that night, they're supposed to send it to your number or your email address or something. So when they send that to you, if you're trying to run it, that's the number that you carry to your plug. your plug, your socket, depending on how strong it is. That's the number that you carry to whoever is going to help you do it. Now, the faster you can do that, the better. Because if you go there late, the slots for the state you're trying to pick would have gone. Do you get? So like that's the number. Now, for people that were so unfortunate like me that went to go and register the first day and I did not get my call-up number till 2 days after, I did not find slots, which is why I went to Kwara State, but all is well. I enjoyed my stay there, so peace on to everybody. You need to be careful when you're filling the registration form, especially because when you go to the cyber cafe, it's another person that's doing it for you. So it's just asking you your details and you're doing it and all that. Please cross check. Look at it with the person. Make sure that nothing is a mistake, because once they click okay, confirm, and they go to the next page, once they're done with that and they've finished everything, you can't correct nothing. You cannot, I'm telling you, you cannot correct shit. So like, and that's gonna affect you, because once you go to camp, like the details you filled into that's what's gonna follow you for the rest of your NYC. And if it's not correlating with your other documents, that now brings a problem for you to get. So like the arrangement of your name, your age, oh my gosh, your date of birth, don't even get me started. Your date of birth. Just avoid heartache, avoid all the affidavits, and just cross check it. No matter how many times you think the person got it well, cross check your stuff, because you're not going to be able to change pretty much anything after the registration process until like you're in camp already and they're probably printing your certificate format for you to cross check and make sure that okay, these are the details that are supposed to come out on your certificate, stuff like that. That's the only time you might get to change it. Now, when you're doing the registration, you see sizes, right? So you're supposed to put the kit you want, like the size of the kit you want. It's a lie. Like, just put the bigger size and move on. Don't even think too much about it. Just like put the bigger size and move on, because that's not what's gonna happen. That's not what you're gonna see in camp. Let me tell you, this is straightforward. This is so honest. Anybody will tell you. Once you get to camp, once you get your platoon, you go to your platoon leader, right? And they have like bags of kits, so they spread it out, right? And they're like, you don't pick anything. You don't like. You just see everything laid out, and the person and your platoon leader literally just goes, okay, open something, right? You have a bag, Abby. Open your hand. Then he counts it for you. He's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8, and he's like, okay, so you have your 8 items. Bye bye. If it's big for you, if it's small for you, it's only if your platoon leader if your platoon leader is nice, that's when it's gonna be like, okay, come back later. If there's lots of people, like, come back later and come and check for a smaller one. But like usually they just tell you bye bye, go and meet your other coppers to like try and find a smaller size, and that's usually what happens. So like once you get your kit, start looking around. Your roommates, your people in your hostel, people in your platoon, just be like, how far your size of boots? Is it your size? You need a bigger size? Do you have a smaller size? Blah, your tennis shoe, is it your size? Oh my gosh, those shorts. The white shorts they gave me, don't enter me. I didn't even try. It just looked too small. It's not stretchy. I just couldn't even try it. So I just kept it in my box the whole time. The white shirts they give you, trust that shit is either going to shrink into a crop top or it's going to expand into an oversized t-shirt. Whichever one is not going to stay the same size. So just know that. The trousers, oh my gosh. Your khaki trousers, don't even stress yourself. Like if you try and find another person that has like a bigger one or a smaller one and you can't find, just take it to the tailor. Like as far as I know, the tailors in the camp, they have specified rates, right? So the ones in my camp, they charge 800 naira for any amendment. So whether you want to put a button, whether I want to slim fit, whether I want to add material, that's your personal problem. They shall start off at 800 naira. So please carry your needle and thread for your buttons that come out, because they will come out, I promise you. I left camp with 0 buttons in my khaki jackets when I started off with all complete. Okay, so start off with that, do that. Then for my girls that are thick, my guys that are thick, please, by all means, if you go to the tailor and you tell them you want to increase your stuff and they tell you, oh, they don't have material, blah blah, usually they have a way of smuggling it in, but they're not supposed to have material in the first place. Okay, so you just go to the store, just ask them for the store after you get your kit and be like, sir, please, this thing is not my size, can I have extra material so I can add to it? GS. And they will probably be like, oh, have you tried switching with one of your coppers, blah blah. Just be like, yes, I have, and I haven't seen anybody. Like, they're supposed to give you extra material if they have. If they don't have, then just go and try and see, go and coerce the tailor into smuggling the material for you. It looks like it's about to rain. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's looking just very quiet. I hope I'm not dark. I feel like I have slight dark circles and the cap isn't really helping that. But at the same time, I feel like I look cute. Camp preparation. What they don't tell you about this camp, right? Please carry your rub. Your rub. I think aboniki doesn't really help. As far as I know, aboniki doesn't really help. Once you put like a whole layer of it, that's as far as it goes. It's gonna heat up for a second and it's gonna go. Carry your rub and your Vaseline. I promise you, this is a remedy that helped me through the cold, and I still use it till this day. Carry Vaseline. Pack like a whole, pack a lot of Vaseline, right? Then pack some rub into it and mix it together, right? Then use that to like cream your legs, because your legs are exposed every morning. You wake up by 5 a.m. No, you don't wake up by... People wake up by 5 a.m. and go to the campsites, to the parade ground for the Russian streets. I don't understand how you do it. I wake up by 2 a.m. Have my bath, dress up, go back to sleep. Then by 4:45, when they are playing the sounds and the music from OBS and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, bet, let's go. 5 a.m. it's cold. So they tell you, just prepare for that. Carry your Vaseline and your rub. I promise you, rub that shit on your legs, rub that shit on your hands. If you're cold, they can tell you, okay, just wear your khaki trousers and your khaki jacket, but that shit might not even help. So please, by all means, carry your Vaseline. Like, it got so bad that the people in my platoon, we had to snuggle up, and the legend told us, okay, if it's too cold for you and your khaki is not warming you up, just snuggle together. Like, you people should just crowd up in your lines, and just like the people that are cold should stay in between. I tried that, it didn't really work. I ended up having a snuggle partner that helps me every morning, and we're holding each other for dear life, shaking and rubbing each other's arms. That's how bad it got. And we were even wearing sweaters. We were wearing freaking sweaters. Don't believe that what they tell you when they tell you, oh, don't carry anything that's not white, don't carry a sweater, it's not part of it. Carry a sweater, my dear. Because when you're shaking, nobody's gonna help you. Carry your freaking sweater. This is what me and my friends did like nearly every morning once we realized that the cold was getting worse. That's what we're doing, and I'm not even capping. Provisions. People always look at it like, provisions, where are you going, blah, blah, blah. My dear, the Milo they give you in the morning, it's not worth it. It's really not. Like, most of the times, I just take it for like the hot water. Do you get? So then I add Milo milk, then I add cereal. Like, in case like the food I want to serve is not it, and like I don't have money, I'm not ready to go to mommy, I just do my cereal and I go to bed after. Like, that's... Or times where like you're doing activities and you didn't have time to go and get food, like that comes in handy a lot. That comes in handy like a lot, especially for side lectures. If you have like biscuits and sweets, carry that, my dear. There are people that sell that there, but like if you know you have a specific type you like, carry from your house. Don't believe anything anybody tells you. Then mosquito nets, my dear, carry it. Carry it. Then another thing is, when you get to camp, the way they arrange you, like when you get to the time for like allocation of like housing, like where you're gonna sleep, to get like the hostel they're gonna assign you to, because they have different hostels. So when you get to the hostel they're gonna assign you to, they have different arrangements, right? I don't know if I can find the pictures of the types of arrangements. There is the arrangement where everybody is in one long hall. I know guys have usually like been in types of halls that are like just one long hall with like different bunks, like in different, like crowding the whole space. There's spaces where you have different cubicles, right? So like blocks in the hall. So where I went to camp, the type of hostel I had, it had cubicles, right? It had blocks, but then like there was a box room, right? So this one had its own, like it was a bigger space and it had its own door. Like it had two doors, one that led outside, one that led into the other blocks. Do you get? So I was very privileged to have that kind of privacy. Then the other people, the blocks, it doesn't cover up, so it's just like a halfway block of cement, block of like blocks, right? It's a halfway block. Then you have very crowded bunks. Like when I say very crowded, I mean like in a small ass room you can have like 8 bunks. So like your leg is touching somebody's head, the other person's leg is like touching the end of your bed, like everybody's connected and touching each other. Like that's as far as it goes. And you have to keep your boxes there and all that stuff. So it wasn't pretty at all. It was not pretty whatsoever. So there's that. But then like when you get to camp, they allocate you based on like what you look like. That's basically how they did for us. I don't know if it's different with the guys, but when we got there, the woman was like, okay, you are big, okay, so you take bottom bunk, you are top, so you take top bunk. So they write it on your checklist, right? So they give you a checklist they give you a checklist, and on the checklist it has all the different places you're supposed to go to get their signature, right? To prove that, okay, yeah, in camp, all this kind of stuff. Once you collect something, they sign for it and stuff like that. So they write it on top of it that, okay, this person is top bunk, this person is bottom bunk. So basically, if anything happens, they know you're supposed to be at the bottom, you're supposed to be at the top. So they keep track of everything like that. So that's basically what that does. So based on how you look, size-wise, they will appoint you to where you're supposed to go. Stationery, oh my gosh. If not for these NYSC group chats on Telegram, I would not have known anything about this. Please carry Tipex. If you're not going to carry anything else, carry Tipex. Did you hear me? I said carry Tipex. Like, you'll be surprised how many mistakes you could potentially make. And once you make a mistake, they don't let you cancel it. They'll tell you to go and collect from somebody else and print a whole new one unless you have Tipex. So please, by all means, carry Tipex, carry pens. That's two of the most important stationery setups. You carry pens and you carry Tipex. Always carry pens. When you borrow somebody, collect that shit back because you're gonna need it. Okay, so you carry Tipex and you carry pens. Anything else is of your own leisure. Like, I had a stapler because I don't like borrowing from people, and that helped me. But then, like, you will always have somebody that has a stapler, or like when you get to the point where you need it, the official there should probably have a stapler thereabouts. I feel like this video is going to end up being way longer than I wanted it to be, but I'm helping you guys out, so bear with me and please watch it. Directions to the camp, please, before, especially if you're going somewhere that you've never been before, please look up directions on any official NYSC group chat, any official website. You find directions. It helps me so much. When I got to Ilorin, there were cabs at the airport that could take me straight to like the camp, but then that was like way expensive. That was like 15,000, and like if you don't want to share the ride with anybody, that's basically on you. But I spent 3,000 from the airport to NYSC camp. I spent 1,500 in like a taxi. Me and my friend shared. It was actually 3,000. Me and my friend shared it, so it was 1,500 for each of us. Going from the airport to Maraba bus stop, right? So Maraba bus stop, that's what the people going to learn. I'm just giving an example. Maraba bus stop basically has different buses that go, you know what a bus stop is? It goes to different places, but there were specific ones, like one of those beat down old ass cars that was going to the NYSC camp. You find a lot of those. So we entered that, and basically it was 1,000 per seat. It was 1,000 per seat, and basically 4 people are squeezed into the very cramped up small back, and then 2 people shared the front passenger seat. I was not about to do that. My friend and I were, no, we're too bougie to do that shit. We paid for one of the seats in the back, so we shared it, so 1,515 again. So the next person that came, so it was just, we were fine with 3 people in the back, so it was just 3 people in the back because we paid for the extra seats, then 2 people in front. We didn't care about those niggas, we didn't know who they were, so that was fine with us. So that helped us tremendously. So it was 3,000 from the airport to the campsite, and it was a long journey. Like, so find a way to check. I wouldn't have known what Maraba was, I wouldn't have known the name of the place if I didn't check directions. So I think I'll put I don't think I can put the directions, but I will put like a link to the group chat where I found all these details from in the description below. Possibly, God help me, I'll put it below so you guys can find it and know your way to like find your way to the different states and stuff like that. So photocopies and originals of documents, my dear, carry your original certificates, right? Carry your original certificate of result or your statement of result, I think that's what it's called. Carry the originals of those. They want you to carry your original ID card, but then also carry photocopies. So here's what you're gonna do. Every original document you're carrying, right, like your original color letter, stuff like that, for every original have 3 photocopies. For every original, have 3 photocopies and have the documents on your phone. That's the best I can tell you at this moment. You're probably gonna need more copies of it after you leave, because like if you're going to you're probably gonna need more after you leave, but like for the camp itself, it's okay if you have 1 original and 3 photocopies of everything. That's about okay. That's fine. You'll be fine with that. But then you're also gonna have to like print some stuff in camp, photocopy some stuff in camp. So that's like, depending on the camp you're going to, it might be 50 naira to 100 naira per page. I think my camp was 200 naira for color. Oh my gosh, then charging a phone. You pay people to charge your stuff for you. There are no sockets in your hall. So be careful how many chargeable appliances you are going with. If you can, please buy a power bank. so that you'll be charging your power bank. Like, I never actually left my phone. The only times I left my phone in the charging spot was like twice. So in case there's any power surge or there's anything that happens, I don't want any case where anything is going on and I now don't, my phone now ends up spoiled. It happened to my friend and I could not just handle that in my mind. So I just carried the power bank. So I was always charging my power bank and I'll charge my phone with the power bank. Oh my gosh, keep your phone well, keep your shit well, just keep everything well, carry padlocks. Like, don't even waste to hear anything. But then, like, generally the charging spots, they're generally about safe actually, because like everybody's charging their stuff there. There's no way. They had different platoon spots for everybody, so each platoon had the place where they were charging their stuff. Then for withdrawals, they had different prices for each withdrawal. Not different prices, it was typically like, I know I used to withdraw 5,000 a lot, so like that was like 100 naira for the 5,000. I think so. Was it 50 naira? I'm not sure if it was 50 naira or 100 naira. It's between the two for that. But I know there was one other spot that they always wanted to collect. My platoon place where they were withdrawing, he wanted to collect like 200 for 5,000. And I was like, no. And some people didn't know that there were other people that were doing 100 naira. So please check around, check the prices of things before you decide you want to down. Then please, for your white shoe, carry rubber shoes. Like, just go and buy rubber shoes. That's what we do in NYSC packages. Don't buy the damn rubber shoes. Don't stress yourself with carrying fine shoes. Don't even stress yourself with buying Crocs. With carrying Crocs, white Crocs. They will seize it from you at the door. I promise you, I'm not even lying to you. I promise you, they will seize your white Crocs at the door. They will even waste time at all. Then when you're moving around the camp, I'm so sorry, Shiki. When you're moving around the camp, don't wear slippers. If you're wearing your whites, don't wear slippers. Even if you're doing anything, except for that it's Sunday, right? Sunday from I think like 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's when you're allowed to wear like casual and stuff like that. Do not wear slippers around, because if any official or soldier catches you, they'll most likely take one leg of the slippers and force you to like go back or punish you for wearing that. You're supposed to be like in your white and your white shoes. If you're washing clothes, you have to wear your white shoes. These shorts, I don't know if people know this, but like the shorts you're wearing, it's not supposed to touch your knee. Or like at most it's supposed to be like above your knee. That's like the shortest, that's like the longest your shorts are supposed to be, your white shorts. Because in camp they kept on like punishing people that had like really long white quote unquote shorts. They were 3/4, but then like they tried to pass it as shorts. Doesn't make sense to me, but like they were punishing people for it, because they're like, the shorts we gave you, the shorts the camp gave you would not have been their size. So don't try and lie to us that okay, this is blah blah blah. They really didn't care, unless like your situation is different. But like on most times, just carry like shorts. Do you get, like, let it just be above your knee, like above your kneecap. Arrival at the camp, I've delved into it in different places, but like this is most of the stuff you need to know. Okay, so the day you get to the camp, there's no rest for you. You're first off running around to get your kids, to get your other stuff, to finish your registration, to get your room, stuff like that. And most likely they would have started marching. From the first day you get there, you start marching. Like, there is no rest for the wicked. Like you start stuff immediately. So whatever day you come, if you're lucky, you can escape it. But most of the time, whenever you come, after you've done everything, even before you go to your room, they take you to the parade ground. They're like, yeah, copper to the parade ground. They don't really care. But then, like, as soon as you come, don't waste time. Especially if you come, people try to excuse that, okay, they came at night. Even if you come out nice, wear your white. Like, as soon as you get there and you've taken your luggage in, like, unless you've not collected your kits, that's the only time you can still be wearing your casual clothes. As soon as you've collected your kits, you need to be on your white. If not, they will punish you, I promise you. Like, that's not even an excuse for them. So like, there is that. Then ways you can escape matching. I know this is for my girls, this is for my baby boys. I'm here for you. I did for you because I did it. So I'm about to help you how you can escape it too. So they have different stuff you can join. You can join OBS, that's the broadcasting stuff. You can join OBS, you can join Red Cross, you can join Man of War Special Squad, you can join the volleyball team, Miss NYC, Mr. Macho, just anything that can run into the time that they used to run the parade. So you can even join the social committee people and stuff like that, because they usually plan stuff during parade time. Volleyball, when it gets close to that time of like sporting activities and stuff like that, like the volleyball court is aside from the parade ground, so you can do it while the parade is going. And it's important because like even the soldiers that will tell you not to do it and stuff like that, they are assigned to platoons, so they also want their platoon to win. Do you get? So like they can be like, oh, go and do it, make sure you win first, make sure you practice, get better, all that kind of stuff. So girls play volleyball, boys play football. Also, some platoon leaders, you can escape that kind of activity. They actually let you sometimes.
Shout out to all my homies. Shout out to my exes. She looking back like a pillar of salt. I'm on higher elevation, fam. Big thing, small thing, bigger things.